Rishita, can you turn on the webcam? Try beta. Is it working, webcam? Ma'am, sir, recording office mali chestara tanu webcam. Yes. Hello, this is Shyamla. I am working with the MulteArts Academy, and I teach science and mathematics. Now we are going to talk about perimeter. We are going to learn about perimeter. I have approximately 20 years of experience. Shall we go to the topic, perimeter, Rishita?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Have you heard about the perimeter?
Ma'am?
Yes.
Ma'am, I can't see you, ma'am.
You cannot see me. Did you pin? So you just see participants, you can see now down, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
There you just click, you will be able to see me. My name is Shyamala. Can you see Shyamala, ma'am? Can you see my name? In participant, can you see Shyamala? Just you need to pin.
Ma'am, but it is coming whole black screen, ma'am. I can't see anything.
You cannot see me even now.
Yes, ma'am, I can't see you.
No. Just ask anyone to help you out.
Okay.
Rishita, can you see me?
No, ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am. I can't see what's in ma'am.
Is it? Soumya, ma'am, can I give you another link? Then Google Meet, can we join through that?
No, ma'am. Google Meet లో అయితే మనం రికార్డ్ చేయడానికి ఉండదు మ్యామ్. దీంట్లో అయితే నాకు రికార్డింగ్ ఆప్షన్ ఉంటుంది. ఇప్పుడు ఏం కావాలి?
అదే అమ్మాయి నేనేం చెప్పినా కనిపించట్లేదంట. సో నేను బోర్డు మీద రాసిన నా బోర్డు కనిపించట్లేదంట దానికి. నేనే కనిపించట్లేదంట. సో అది నేను రాసిన ఏం చెప్పడానికి తనకి ఇబ్బంది అవుతుంది కదా.
యా ఓకే, పోనీ నార్మల్ గా మీరు తీసేసుకోండి డెమో, నో ప్రాబ్లం. ఇది ఒక కాన్సెప్ట్ తీసుకుని మీరు చెప్పండి.
అవునా, ఓకే. అంటే కొంచెం ఇంటరాక్టివ్ ఉంటే బాగుంటుంది కదా. ఎందుకని ఈ రోజు ఇలా మామూలుగా గూగుల్ మీట్ లో అసలు ఎప్పుడు ప్రాబ్లం ఉండదు మ్యామ్. నేను రెగ్యులర్ గా తీసుకుంటాను
అంటే
కదా.
గూగుల్ మీట్ లో రికార్డ్ చేయడానికి ఉండదు కదా, మేము మీట్ రికార్డ్ చేస్తాం అందుకని.
అవునవును, ఓకే. రిషిత,
Yes, ma'am.
did you try beta? Did you try to click on my name?
Ma'am, I can hear you, ma'am, but I can't see anything, ma'am. It's totally black, ma'am. Like, I can't see anybody here.
Ma'am, is there any other option? Soumya, ma'am?
హలో చెప్పండి మ్యామ్.
ఇంకేదైనా ఆప్షన్ ఉందా మేడం తను చూడటానికి?
తను
Hello, this is Shyamala. I am working with the MulteArts Academy, and I have approximately 20 years of experience. I teach mathematics. Now, today's topic is perimeter. So, what is perimeter? So many children get confused about the perimeter and area. Imagine there is some playground, or you can also see this Okay, you can see this is a rectangular shaped object, right? So imagine this is a playground. And where do you play? Do you play here along the edges? No, you play in this space, right? So this is area, okay? And these borders are there. If you add the lengths of all the borders, that gives you perimeter. So whenever we are talking about something along the border, boundary, that is called perimeter. This space is the area, okay? So we will have some sums based on the perimeter and area. So I would like to share my screen. Can I share the screen?
Yes, ma'am. Right now, are you able to see, share the screen?
Thank you, ma'am. So our topic is area and perimeter. Mainly, let us learn about perimeter. Okay. So you can see here arrows are given. So all these boundaries, 4 sides it has, right? All these boundaries lengths, if you add, you will get the perimeter. It is nothing but the distance around the edge of a shape. Always it doesn't need to be a square. It can be any geometrical figure. It can be a rectangle, it can be triangle, it can be hexagon, anything, right? So if you add all the sides length, you will get perimeter. Now, what is area? The amount of space inside a shape. Imagine you are walking in your house, okay, on the floor you are walking. So the space available for walking, that is area. Now you have walls all over around, right? So that length of the sides is nothing but perimeter. So this is a square, you know, this is also a square. Now let us try to derive the formula of perimeter of a rectangle. You know the difference between rectangle and square, right? This is a rectangle and this is a square. You know the difference, right? When all sides are the same, then we call it a square. Here, opposite sides are same. These two lengths are same. At the same time, these two opposite sides lengths are same. This is a rectangle. Now let us see the perimeter formula of a rectangle. We denote this side, longer side by L, length, and where is the short side, breadth, B. So L and B, these letters we use for denoting length and breadth. Now we want to derive the formula for perimeter. So you know that in rectangle, opposite sides are same, right? Here L, so obviously this is also L. Similarly, when this side is B, this side is also B. If you want, we can give names to this. Let us consider A, B, C, D rectangle. So A, B, C, D have same length, that is B. Breadth BC, AD have the same length, that is L. Okay. So just now we understood that perimeter is nothing but the distance around the edge of its shape, right? So AB plus BC plus CD plus DL. That gives us perimeter. So let us write perimeter of a rectangle is equal to, add them, B plus L plus B plus L. Now how many L's, how many B's are there? 2 L's and 2 B's. So 2B plus 2L. So in both cases you can see L, 2. Here also 2 is there, here also 2 is there, right? Can we take 2 common? So take 2 as common. So you have B plus L, or you can also write it as L plus B. So perimeter formula is 2 into L plus B. L gives us length, whereas B gives us breadth. Okay. So this is how we can remember. If you forget the formula also, nothing to worry. Just add all the sides, you will get the perimeter. Okay. Now let us see the units. Suppose here you are denting this in centimeters. So the length and breadth are given in centimeter. Here also 2 into L plus B. You will get this also in centimeter. If they give this in meters, obviously perimeter units are meters. So we should never ignore the units. Units play a very important role. Okay. So whenever we write some physical quantity, if at all it has unit, we must write the units also. Now, let us see some shapes here. Yeah. Now, let us consider this first figure and let us try to find out the perimeter of this. So you understood that how to get perimeter? You need to add the lengths of all the sides. So let us start from here. Here 8 centimeter, again 8, then 3, 4, 5, 4. Suppose when we want this perimeter, we need to add all these. Okay. So 8 plus 8 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 4. So perimeter of the given figure. Is it a rectangle? No, it is not a rectangle. But if you can imagine one line over here, you will find a bigger rectangle and smaller rectangle. After doing this, I will explain you where can we use this in our daily life. Suppose you have some figure like this, where the lengths are given by 8, 8, 3, 4, 5, 4. So all these are centimeters. Now we want to calculate the perimeter of this figure. So 8 perimeter equals to 8 plus 8 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 4. Now add them and take the answer. $32, right? 8 plus 8, 16, 16 plus 3, 19, 19 plus 4, 23, 23 plus 5, 28, 28 plus 4, 32. We must write the units. So the perimeter of this geometrical figure is nothing but 32 centimeters. Now, shall we go to the next geometrical figure, triangle? Yeah. How many sides does a triangle have? 3 sides, right? AB, BC, CA. You can see the figure here. So let us calculate the perimeter of this triangle. AB length plus BC length plus CA length. So for this triangle, if you want to calculate the perimeter, AB length, perimeter 3 plus 8 plus 6. How much? 17 centimeters. So if they give any geometrical figure like this, you should be able to calculate the perimeter without any mistake. It's so simple, just add all the sides. Now let us see where do we use it. Okay, suppose I have this sweet box and I just want to put a sellotape here. So that way, maybe in my company or in my sweet shop, I may have some hundreds of sweet boxes. How much sellotape I need to put? Imagine a table also. So imagine this is a table or a teapoy. I want to just put a lace over here. Okay, how much lace I want to put? Similarly, you must have seen for dresses and blouses, we put lace, no? So how much lace is required for that? Okay, to know this, we need the perimeter, right? Yeah. So suppose I want to put a sellotape here, then I can add all the sides. It means I can calculate the perimeter and that much long sellotape is required. In your school, teachers give you different projects. So you use the A4 size paper, you may need to draw a border, right? Similarly, for bulletin board also, you may need to decorate the bulletin board. Then borders are required. Then how much length you need to take the chart, whatever it is. So for that case, perimeter is very much helpful. Okay. Now tell me some objects which are in the perimeter shape, which are in the rectangular shape in your daily life. So many objects, right? Are floors, walls, yes, roofs and cupboards, doors, A4 size paper, your notebook, textbook, all these are in the rectangle shape. So later as a homework, you take your math textbook and measure length and breadth by using scale. It means you get L and B. Okay, na? Then you use the formula and calculate the perimeter. Okay, suppose you want to decorate like this kind, then how much lace or design paper is required. For that purpose, it is very much helpful. Okay, if you look at my board, now this lace is used by me. So this is the area which is available for me to write. If you can see here, there is an aluminum frame, right? Now, when these people make this kind of boards, okay, they need to have some idea how much aluminum this sheet is required to make a frame. Okay, so for that they need to measure the board sides. Accordingly, they can put it. So that way, even in our houses also for cupboards, sometimes or for doors also, or window frames also, we have some borders and designs. Okay, it may be of different color, maybe paint or some other design. So for that, this really helps us. So in your home, if you have any board or maybe computer, laptop or mobile, you can just measure the perimeter and see how much it is, right? Now, I will give you a different sum just to try to do the calculate the perimeter. Sometimes we don't give each and every value. You need to understand. Okay, so that concept I will see now. Okay, see this figure. So here I give 3 centimeters. Here also 3 centimeter. Here 8 centimeter. Okay, here 1 centimeter. So if you can observe, I did not give this length and this length. I need to give this also. So let me take 3 centimeter. If you observe, I didn't give this length as well as this. In this case, how you will calculate? Just observe. You can see from here to here 3 centimeter, from here to here 3 centimeter. In this case, what you can do? We need this entire length, but they didn't give. So we need to find out. So you can draw some broken line like this. Then these are same because it's a small rectangle. Opposite sides are same. Here also, if you draw the broken lines, you can see this is one more rectangle. Opposite sides are same. So this is of 3 centimeter and this is also of 3 centimeter, right? Now from here to here, again observe. Again, it's a rectangle, right? So this is of 8 centimeter. Obviously, opposite side is also of 8 centimeter. Now, can you calculate this length, total length? How? Add this, right? So 3 plus 8 plus 3. So 6 plus 8, that is 14 centimeter. They didn't give this, but we can find out by visualizing the rectangle shape and using the rectangle property. Now, have we got all the lengths? Let us see. Yeah. So from here to here, they give 3 centimeters. So this also is of 3 centimeters. This length are the same. Say I'm making it dark to make you understand. So when they give this, obviously the opposite is also of same length. Again, you can see here, this is of 1 centimeter. Here they didn't give, but we know that this is also of 1 centimeter. You can imagine one more rectangle now. If you draw broken lines here, you can see one rectangle. Opposite sides are of same length. So when this is 1 centimeter, this is also of 1 centimeter only. Now just check. Do we have all the lengths or no? This. Yes. We have got all the lengths. Can we calculate perimeter now? How can we calculate? Just by adding all of them. Since I already wrote 14, I'm rubbing it. Okay. So from here to here, I'm writing 14. So add all this, you will get the perimeter. That's it. Okay. So in our daily life, we deal with so many geometrical figures. Since in our notebook, we can draw any lines of length in centimeters, we are using. But in reality, if you see a big structure, it can be a very big skyscraper, then you just imagine how long it is. Suppose someone wants to make a vertical garden, okay? Then how to arrange it? So simply they cannot put something without any proper calculation, right? So they need to take the measurement. Similarly, you have a door frame. So imagine in your home, you have this rectangular frame, okay? So a door has to be put here. Simply if you bring any door, it won't fit. Suppose you bring a smaller door, what happens? This much area will be left. Then how can we completely close it? It's of no use, okay? Similarly, if I bring a big door and put here, then it won't fit because size is not matching. So exact measurement has to be taken. Next time, when any construction work or any carpentry work or any tailor takes the measurements, you just observe. Simply without measurements, we don't do anything. Always we take measurements. What do we need? We need area or we need perimeter. We need to see accordingly. Things will be perfect. Otherwise, we can't get the things done properly. Have you seen any cricket stadium? You can see now what is the shape of this rectangular shape, right? Now, how much space is available for the players to play? Suppose they want to put some carpet or they want to maintain some lawn. In that case, they need to measure the area. So perimeter is not required. So suppose we don't want people to come in the middle and disturb. We need to have some fence, right? Then how much length rod is required? Okay, so what about the fence? In that case, we need to calculate the perimeter. Can you see this now? Imagine a farmer has a farm field, so he doesn't want the animals to damage his crop. Okay, you must have seen this in villages. He wants to fence the field. Now, when he wants to fence, how many rods are required and the rope, whatever he is using, it is required. So calculation is obviously required. Okay, you can see here it is a rectangle shape and take it in meter. So imagine there is a farmer who has a rectangular field with 10 meter length and 5 meter breadth. Length and breadth are 10 meters and 5 meters respectively. So he wants to use rope, okay, for fencing. Here you can see it's just one round rope. Then what should be the length of the rope? For this, do we need to calculate area or perimeter? Perimeter. Always remember, when we need to do something along the boundary, we must calculate perimeter only, not area. Where does he need to keep the rope? Along the boundary. So he has to calculate perimeter. Now, perimeter formula is 2 into n plus p, right? So 2 into 10 plus 5. So 2 into 10 plus 5, how much? 15, 30. What are the units? Units are meters. They gave this in meters now. One more thing. In the sums, here if they give in meters and here if they give in centimeter, you simply cannot put the values here. You just can't substitute. You need to change centimeters and meters into one unit. Only meters or only centimeters. 1 in meter, 1 in centimeters, you should not put. Okay. Yeah. So he needs 30-meter long rope. See how it is useful in the daily life. Now think in your house also, where do you use this calculation? So I'm going to give you one last example. Have you seen people walking on the walking track like this anytime? Yes? Yeah. So generally people go to the parks. Generally they have a particular shape, square or rectangle. It can be round also. It's not necessary that it should be in rectangle or square. Okay. Now, suppose a person wants to know in a day how much distance he is covering. Okay. So he wants to walk for certain distance, whether how many rounds he has to make to walk for the distance he wants to know. What he can do, he can take the measurements, then he can just see how many rounds he can make. Suppose the total perimeter is say 10 meters. Okay, and he wants to walk for 50 meters, say, then he has to make 5 rounds. 5 into 10, 50. So that way people can calculate. Okay, now imagine there are 2 paths where walking tracks are there. One is in the rectangle shape, one is in the square shape. Suppose you walked along in this walking track, I will call it A, and say your friend goes to the another path which is a square shape. Okay, you also make 3 rounds, your friend also makes 3 rounds. Who walks for more distance you want to measure? Simple, you need to calculate the perimeter. So length and breadth, if they are given, you can calculate the perimeter of this. Similarly, this also. Now I said you make 3 rounds. So you need to multiply your perimeter with 3. Then only you can calculate this. Okay. Suppose say this length is of 10 meters and breadth is of 7 meters. Let us calculate the perimeter. In this case, let me take 8 meters and 8 meters. So you and your friend goes to the same at the same time, and you both make 3 rounds. Okay. Let us say who walks for more distance. Suppose you start from here. 10 plus 7 plus 10 plus 7. You know that opposite sides are of same length. So you know the formula, perimeter, 2 into L plus B, 2 into 10 plus 7. 2 into 70. How much? 34 meters. So for 1 round, you made 34 meters. You just say for 1 round. Then for 3 rounds, the distance covered by you when you make 3 rounds is equal to 34 into 3. Total distance, right? So total distance covered by you is, since you made 3 rounds, you need to multiply with 3, right? So you walk for 102 meters. Now let us see your friend's distance also. Here 8888. So for rectangle, the formula of perimeter is 4 into side, 4 into piece. You can add 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, then also you get the same result, 32 meters. So for 1 round, 32 meters. For 3 rounds, total distance is equal to 32 into 3. How much? 96 meters, right? So when you both start at the same time, you cover a distance of 102 meters while your friend covers 96 meters. Now who covered for more distance? You, obviously, right? Yeah. So I'm going to give a small homework. Take your notebook or textbook or cupboard or door, whatever you like. Take one rectangular shaped object, find the length and breadth, and find the perimeter, and tell me in the tomorrow's class. Okay. Any queries? Is there any point where you didn't understand? You can ask me. Any doubt? Okay. So if you like this class, then you can join the MulteArts Academy. We will have fun. We will learn a lot of subjects, concepts you will enjoy. Okay. Thank you.